This reminds you of home, folks.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. I'll tell you what, we are at the Menominee Logging Camp Museum. It's like the largest logging museum in the United States. It's a great facility. We're on the Menominee Indian Tribe reservation land. It's located on the Wolf River, and we are at the Lumberjack Breakfast. Cooking up a storm today.
I'll tell you, man, plenty of good things to eat. I'll tell you, maple syrup, pancakes, life is good.
But we've got some other great things to cook on the grill. We'll be right back with more Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling in just a little bit. Here, you take that. You're going to do the rolling, okay? Good job.
There we go. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Modern Home Products, the makers of MHP, Phoenix, and Profire Grills. All natural Golden Plump Chicken, Minnesota and Wisconsin raised. It's golden good. Cherry Delight, a Door County original. Renard's Cheese of Door County. Get your squeak on. The Oneida Nation and the new Oneida Market. Crisp Kraut, the world's finest sauerkraut, proudly produced in Wisconsin for over a century. And by UW Provision, the meat people, and so much more.
And welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
Wow, look at this. Look at this menu here. We got some eggs, fried potatoes, toast, oatmeal, bacon, sausage, coffee,
man, that sounds
tea,
good.
juice, milk, and all the pancakes you could eat with real maple syrup.
Well,
that's real maple syrup.
You know, that sounds good if you're at the logging museum here for the lumberjack breakfast. But we're going to do some real grilling today.
Yes.
And should we start out with your nice little wild rice stuffed mushrooms?
Wild rice stuffed mushrooms we're going to do here. Obviously, we're starting out with some really nice mushrooms.
Yep.
Like those, and they're really nice and dry on the outside. You can go ahead and take a rag or something just to wipe them off. But if you want, you can go ahead and take the taps off. They'll just snap right off there for you, if you like. You're going to take the tops off of each one of these mushrooms. Comes right off, very easily, very easily.
I'll be jiggered. Look at that.
He was going to use a knife, for God's sakes. We've been here for the whole half hour. Sometimes, though, you get these little ones down here, but there you go.
And a shout out to the bingo here at the Menominee Casino, by the way.
Yes, B6, ladies and gentlemen, B6. Man, you're throwing them up high up there, that's for sure.
Oh, it is a cap.
There you go. Good for you. Good for you.
All right, I'll finish these, and you start making your darned stuffing here.
Okay, sounds good.
Now, is this fresh mint? I'll cut that up for you.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
Beautiful, fresh mint.
We got a little wild rice here, there, sir.
Now, wild rice, in fact, here at the Logging Museum, we were here last year, and they did the dancing of the rice. And it was just phenomenal to see when they harvest the rice each and every year, and then they put a special moccasins on, and in a special leather laid down below, and they actually do the dancing of the rice and shed and get down to the husk down to the regular rice. So that's the traditional native way. I didn't go quite so far, but I did go and get some nice wild rice, simmer it for a while, and cook it down.
You did a good job on there.
Thank
you got
you.
a good job of that. Gonna mix that up.
So we got wild rice and what?
We got some wild rice and we got some walnuts in
walnuts
there,
in there, and you know, I was trying to do. I got some hickory nuts here, and I remember the old days.
Yeah.
Dad and I and my brother, the doctor.
The doctor.
Yeah, we'd go out and pick hickory nuts.
Yeah.
And Dad, of course, would always have us take and crack one open and taste it the first year. And
really?
It was so bitter and so green. So you leave them sit in your basement over the year, or in the winter time, and then next spring. Then they're dried out enough where the taste. Oh yeah, because they're green right now.
Yeah, I'm not a hickory nut type of a guy. You know, I've never had that.
Oh shucks, why not?
Shucks. I don't know.
So there's the hickory nut inside the shucks. We went to Hatton Park in New London and picked those last night.
And what do you think we got here, there, sir?
Those are pinto beans.
You got it.
The natives ate a lot of pinto beans, a lot of red beans. So we have the wild rice, we have the nuts in there,
and we have
leeks.
These are great. This is one thing I think a lot of people do not, you know, we've done this on another show with leeks. A lot of people don't experiment with on the leeks, but when we fixed it. We did. It had a hole in it, but mix these all up. And you could use it.
Am I doing okay here? I gotta put the mint in there. Hold on now.
I know.
Nice fresh mint.
Bunch it right up.
A lot of nice fresh herbs. Now the mixture today, and I was asking Merrill why it was so gosh darn dry, but if you've ever cooked mushrooms, you know that they get all that puddle of moisture in there. So if you add like cream cheese or cheeses to it, you got this puddle of moisture with the cheese floating on top. So Merrill figured out the way to do it with a drier mixture, and then you put it in the mushroom cap. And not are we just going to put those directly on the grates of the grill.
Not.
You can put them directly on the grates of the grill, but we're going to take Merrill's wild stuff mushrooms, and I'm going to go off camera here.
You're going to leave me all by myself?
Well, this is dry cedar right here.
All right.
Took dry cedar, and we're going to do some planked wild mushrooms and planked catfish this segment. So if you ever wanted to learn about plank cooking, it's wonderful to do. It's untreated lumber, and so we take the untreated dry lumber. And I'll set this right up here so our cameraman don't go wild.
No, he won't mind it.
Holy schmackers, that's heavy. And I actually took, let me bring that over to the cameraman. He can just point that right down. I can show you. Watch this. Hey, Rod.
That's what I love about television, you know?
So last night I sprayed about 4 inches of water into this cooler. I actually took and I sprayed off for everybody this nice piece of rock that I had, so I made it a little bit cleaner. But you actually take the cedar and you soak it in water, and whatever meat product you're prepping, and mushrooms are a meat product, and of course the protein is in the beans and the pinto beans that we added to it, and you take that cedar, it's dripping wet, you take it right from the plank, and I'm going to circle around to Merrill's side here.
And I'm blocking your view. Oh no.
In fact, about last week we actually did planked shrimp and lobster for a neat little event that a friend of ours did who does competition cooking. So we're going to take our mushrooms. What a team, what a team.
Oh, I like this. It's sort of like playing a game, you know?
Yeah, first time in 33 years we worked together. That's the game.
Oh boy,
that's a team.
Now, progress, ladies and gentlemen, progress.
We're going to take our beautiful plank. Now the wet cedar needs to get to the grill ASAP. So if you can see over here, I'm going to take the mushrooms, put it on a nice hot grill, and I'm going to lay these here because I got to get my catfish on there too. We're going to put that down, and you don't want to peek. I'm going to guesstimate, and we've never cooked the plank before. With the mushrooms on the grill, they take maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long that is. So, but I would say 15, 20 minutes with on the plank on there.
But I was going to say directly on the grates of the grill, indirect cooking, you can go a half hour. Direct cooking like that with the heat fired right up underneath that plank, we're going to see. We'll probably cut to a break in a little bit, and we'll tell you how long it's going to take, and we'll show you how to do it. But we're going to do some plank catfish right now.
Oh, I love catfish.
And I have some of the walnuts right here, and we're actually going to take, and I should have done this ahead of time, but we're going to take and we're going to crush the walnuts because I want to do a little nut crusting on the top of the catfish before I put them after I put them on the plank. It'll come through in a second. I'm working hard.
Good workout. Good work. Come on. He's sloughing, ladies and gentlemen. Sloughing. Come on. For God's sakes. There you go.
Well,
you did a good job.
Let's just scoot those over to the side.
All right.
Here's some wonderful catfish. And Wisconsin years ago, Native Americans, we ate a lot of fish. The Wolf River is right out behind our back door here. Besides walleye and crappie and panfish, we have the bottom feeders, which Merrill is included in the bottom of that.
I've been a bottom feeder all my life.
You have the carp, you have the suckers, and you got the wonderful catfish.
And this is the biggest sucker right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Working with you for 33 years, you're dang right I'm a sucker.
I guess I've been
hook me and reel me in.
I guess I've been the biggest sucker there, being with him.
So let me dump off some of the juice out of this beautiful catfish. These are smaller fillets of catfish. They're going to work out wonderful. I am going to toss a little bit of oil on top of there. You really don't have to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to put those in a little bit of the oil right there. Okay. I've got the walnuts over here, but if this is all going to come together, I'm going to grab another plank because we're going to do plank catfish.
Oh, catfish. That's something people don't realize.
Oh,
you know, they go back to the salmon and everything else. Try the wood planks. You're really going to be surprised on that.
Now, we've done sauerkraut on here.
Yes.
We've done onions and peppers on here. But I thought cooking the native way would do some wonderful pinto beans on top of here.
We're a little smart guy.
So we're going to take the pinto beans, we're going to put them over the top. Then we're going to grab some nice red beans, and we'll add the cooked red beans over the top of that and pat those down.
Okay.
I'm also going to put a few leeks on there because what the heck, it's good flavor.
It is. I love the flavor of leeks.
We could have used cattails, pulled out a cattail or two and diced her up and put her in there, and that would have worked out fine. But I'm actually going to take and I'm going to spread the nuts out over here, my walnuts. And I'm just going to go, and hopefully that'll work. Oh yeah.
Look at you.
I'm going to take each individual catfish and I'm going to place it inside the nuts, put it on top of the board with the beans, with the leeks on top. I got to get the cedar plank on the grill ASAP because we can't let it dry out.
That's right. It's very important. You've got to make sure it's really good and soaked too, because if not, you're going to burn the plank really quickly.
So we're going to take, and that's going to be just gorgeous.
I like that.
Now
You did a good job.
That's going to take about 35 minutes or so. And I think the mushrooms are going to cook for about 30 minutes or so. But we've got the MHP, our nice MHP, fired up on a good hot heat. I'm going to place those, and you can see the cedar already starting to smolder just a little bit. And when we come back from a break, you're going to see just that heat just a bellowing over there. Now we're here at the Menominee Logging Camp today, but we're also good friends with Natau. And Natau are the Native American tribes of Wisconsin. Now, Native Wisconsin is made up of 11 sovereign tribal nations. La Coudere Band of Ojibwe, Lac de Flambeau Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa, the Menominee Nations, which is our host tribe here today, the Bad River Ojibwe Tribe, Ho-Chunk, Oneida Nations, the Stockbridge Munsee Band of Mohicans, Red Cliff Band of Ojibwe, and of course we can't forget our good friends up at Forest County and the Potawatomi, St. Croix Band of Ojibwe, and Mole Lake Chippewa. And of course you can go to natau.org to see the calendar of events, just like this gorgeous lumber camp breakfast that's being hosted today that we're taping our show at. Go to the website natau.org, calendar of events.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by the Oneida Nation and Cherry Delight.
Montmorency tart cherries have taken their place as the new superfruit and provide health benefits to all ages. This wonderful fruit contains antioxidants that possess the power to alleviate pain associated with gout and arthritis. They can also help relieve muscle pain and fatigue after a hard day's work or strenuous workout. Cherry Delight dried cherries are all natural, taste delicious, and provide the nutrients needed to promote good health. Try some today and start living a healthier life.
In the shadow of Lambeau Field, walk the path of legends, a historical tribute to the legacy of Green Bay football. Just down the road, discover more of what the Oneida Nation has to offer. Nestled atop one of the highest peaks in Brown County, just outside Green Bay, Thornberry Creek offers championship golf at its finest. 27 holes challenge all abilities and ages, making Thornberry a golf course everyone can enjoy. Saguli, welcome to the Oneida Nation.
Wisconsin grillers can find Mad Dog and Merrill's signature spices, sauces, and marinades at these fine retailers. Happy grillin'!
Marathon Feed has been serving Central Wisconsin for over 30 years. Visit our new retail store offering the same great products as well as pet food and supplies, indoor and outdoor home decor, and we're your local Green Mountain Grill dealer. We're also your full-service Purina dealer and carry food for every kind of pet or wild animal. Basically, if it needs to eat, we can feed it, including you. Get breakfast or lunch at The Scoop, our in-store restaurant with daily specials, homemade soups, and delicious ice cream. Marathon Feed, just south of Marathon on Highway 107.
If you have a comment or suggestion about today's show, contact us at maddogandmerrill.com. And don't forget to friend us on Facebook.
Fire up the grill with Mad Dog and Merrill and pop open an ice-cold sun-dropped soda this summer.
Drop it, Merrill. That's my sun drop.
I dropped it, and it tastes great.
Dang it, you dropped my sun drop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Want a bite of my burger?
No, I want a sun drop, the perfect summer soda to drop.
Drop by your local grocery or convenience store and pick up some Sundrop.
MHP, Phoenix, and Profire grills used on today's show are available at these fine retailers. Go to modernhomeproducts.com to find a dealer near you.
Welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We're doing a wonderful show for Natau, Native American tribes of Wisconsin. We are at the Menominee Reservation at a wonderful breakfast for logging here this morning, a great historical museum. I'm going to do some duck. Winter time in Wisconsin meant a lot of winter fowl, wonderful duck on the grill. It's got a very thick coating. So what I actually did, I got one done on the grill, and last night I took a knife and through that thick skin, I actually took and I created some pockets inside under the duck skin.
There you go.
So I actually took the duck, and an easy way to do it, and the Native Americans didn't have, and we didn't have, roast holders and aluminum drip pans.
No, I think that was we're a little ahead of the time there, aren't we?
Yeah, but I took some wonderful leeks and some fresh mint, and I actually shoved them right underneath the cavity and made a pocket in there, much like we take a chicken and put garlic and herbs underneath the skin of the chicken. We did so with the duck. I've got an aluminum drip pan. Here's a great way to do it. If you want a holiday gift, aluminum drip pans, a roast holder, put the duck in the center, apple juice, apple cider may have been used, or water, because you want to actually add a great flavor. I'm going to add the rest of the leeks and the mint to here, and we're going to place this on the grill, indirect method of cooking, for about an hour and a half. And I did one last night, and let me just grab it off the grill and see if we can find the herbs under the skin. That's my whole goal today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to find the herbs underneath the skin.
So I took the duck, and let's just see, because last night I took a little more tender.
It smells good.
Here it is, here it is. Watch this, Mr. Cameraman.
Oh, good job.
I'm going to peel away the skin, and there's that beautiful leeks, the fresh mint. Gosh darn, there was so much in there. It just all wears away.
I sort of want to go in there and just grab and eat that already.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful?
Oh, beautiful.
So there's the beautiful duck, there's the mint, great flavor on the inside. The aroma from the apple cider as it bellowed around comes out delicious. But we need a wonderful little chutney, a raspberry chutney, a fall chutney.
Yes, a little fall, and it's fall time. I'm going to be doing a little chutney, a little side dish to actually put on the duck here. I got some raspberries here, red, a little bit of fresh mint, some little raisins or currants. You got to mix that together. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to chop these raspberries really
Take your time.
I'm just going to squish them up just a little bit.
Oh, take your time.
No, I want to get that. Don't worry, I'm going to use this fork to grab some of that duck afterwards. So
oh, man.
All right.
It'll melt in your mouth. It's just delicious. So now the raspberry, the currants, some walnuts in there. You could use the hickory nut that we had earlier.
You definitely
fresh
could do that.
mint.
Yep.
You want any honey or anything?
Yeah, I do. Please, dear. Place that on there. And you know what? I'm going to add just a little bit of maple syrup on here. Now, this is just more of a side dish, as you can see. And I did not really...
One of next year's show, by the way, that first crack, that first little hit of lightning is when the maple syrup starts to flow from the trees. So we're going to try to catch those and do a show on maple syrup next year. We'll see what happens.
That's really what I want on the side dish. I didn't really, I just want a little bit of the juice of the raspberries there and the nuts to put that on the side. And oh man, I could just go ahead and eat this right now.
Here, try the duck.
Bam.
Honest to gosh, the leeks and the mint are flavorful like all the way through that duck. It's just a phenomenal thing. Take it underneath the skin, add the herbs and add the spices like we did. It's just phenomenal.
The combination. Oh.
Do we have to do the rest of the show?
I know, do we have to?
We're gonna create a little a salad that might have been created years ago in Wisconsin, and we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna take some of Merrill's fresh raspberries. I'm gonna take some currants. We'll take a little bit of leeks. We'll take the nice walnuts. We'll mix those together a little bit. And I don't want to put no pinto beans in there.
No, I wouldn't.
You know, I thought I was going to add pinto beans, fresh apples, some wonderful cut up fresh apples. So we'll want to serve this right away, or I could pour a little bit of apple juice over the top so the acid makes the apples not turn on us and get a nice little, that dark texture to them. So we're going to add the nice little apples to there. Watch this, watch this.
Good job, sir.
And we're going to mix that all together. So now we have all freshness, all natural. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of apple cider over the top of that and a little bit of maple syrup. And we're going to serve that with our wonderful duck done on the grill. And hey, before we go to a little break, let me say one little thing here.
Okay, just
Look at that salad. Isn't that delicious with the sweetness there?
I like it.
Merrill's little raspberry chutney, the wonderful duck with the leeks underneath. Let's show last segment stuff.
Okay, good. I like that.
There's the plank wild mushroom, wild stuffed mushrooms,
good job,
wild
sir.
rice stuffed mushrooms. There's a beautiful plank there. Isn't that delicious looking?
Good.
But you haven't seen nothing, folks. Watch this. This is the catfish. Catfish with pinto beans, and red beans underneath with nut crusted catfish over the top, and you serve that up, and it's just absolutely delicious. So we're going to take a little break. Before we do that, don't forget that that annually each tribe of Wisconsin makes great destinations. There's 11 great tribes, wonderful destinations for annual cultural events. You know, whether Mole Lake's annual winter gathering in February, the first strike of lightning hailing in the maple syrup season, time to tap the trees and brew that sweet nectar. Now we've taken our daughter Sage to many cultural powwows that take place throughout Wisconsin throughout the summer. Dancing, drumming, foods of their heritage. It's a great time, great experience for the whole family. Those are the powwows throughout the year. Go to natow.org for these and other cultural events. That's natow.org for these and other cultural events throughout the year.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by Renard's Cheese of Door County and Golden Plump Chicken.
Hi, I'm Lexanne with G&P Company, the people behind Golden Plump Chicken. Hunger is increasing in our local communities, and it can really happen to anyone. Our company, along with Midwest Grilling, proudly supports food shelves throughout the Midwest. You can help by contacting your local food shelf and asking them how you can donate your time or much-needed food items. Together, we can make a difference.
A public service message from the GNP Company and Mad Dog and Merrill.
Fire up that grill.
Grillers throughout Minnesota can buy Mad Dog and Merrill's signature spices, sauces, and marinades at these participating stores. Happy grillin'!
That's right. I'm drinking milk right out of the carton. I live life on my own terms. I visited Waupaca County. I battled the white water of the Wolf River, biked bucolic backcountry roads, caught bass on sky blue lakes, perused shops hither, thither, and yon. Oh, what a piece of work of mine.
Hey, Shakespeare, you better have a glass for that.
Visit WaupacaCounty.com. Get clicking, start living. I'd rather hear the call of Waupaca County.
Fire up that grill.
Mad Dog and Merrill prefer to grill select meat from UW Provision, purveyors of fine quality meat. Ask your local butcher if their meat is from UW Provision, the meat people, and so much more.
Fire up that grill.
Hey folks, Mad Dog and Merrill here, the Sultans of Sear.
The gurus of the grill.
The hosts of Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
Spice up your next cookout with Mad Dog and Merrill's thick, rich barbecue sauces, seasonings, and marinades.
Don't forget Dow Works, sauerkraut, onion, ketchup, and a hint of mustard all in one bottle.
Dough Works for sausage, burgers, chicken, hot dogs, and more.
Dow Works.
Ask your grocer for Mad Dog and Merrill products.
Available at a store near you. Happy grilling, folks. Welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. You know, it's the fall harvest time here in Wisconsin. And don't forget about the 11 tribes of Wisconsin, NATOW, Native American tribes of Wisconsin. Great destinations throughout the year, including wonderful casinos to host you for the evening or for a weekend or just a one-night entertainment.
You got it.
Good places, let me tell you. I'll tell you what, we got some Hubbard squash. Winter squash is phenomenal. The Native Americans relied on them a lot. 6 months they could store this Hubbard for 6 months if they wanted to. And they found out recently how smart natives were and also people who ate squash. Winter squash is an anti-inflammatory, it's an antioxidant, it's an anti-diabetic, so it actually helps to regulate your insulin.
Oh, really?
So it's the good carbs. It's the good carbs that you want.
Interesting, very interesting.
So we have a good selection everywhere from the sweet dumplings, wasn't talking to you, to the carnivals, to the Hubbards, to the buttercups, to the butternuts, to the zucchini family, to the acorns over here. And the Native Americans used every portion of the animal, every portion of the vegetable. So what we did is we took actually the seeds, not just for planting next year, but also last night I put some in a tray and seasoned them, and I made some little crunchy little fiber seeds to taste.
Okay.
Go ahead. They sat in the cooler, so they got a little softer. Last night they were just totally crisp. Here's some wonderful little examples of the butternuts with some fresh vegetables inside from the pinto beans for the protein. But I took some squash, which looked like a pumpkin. I did this one right here. I baked it. I added some corn flour, white corn flour, and an egg, and I made it into little patties that might have been done years ago with a cast iron skillet. And honest to goodness,
good job.
I pan fried those in my cast iron skillet, hotter than Dutch love. And I'm gonna drizzle a little maple syrup or a little honey over the top and serve those up as cakes to the kids, and they won't know they're eating something healthy.
Well, that's really good.
Things haven't changed in 200-300 years,
Even
have
on
they?
these. I want to see if you can even grill these direct, too.
Oh, you can. I just didn't want to bother with them today. I wanted to do a
smart
cast
man.
iron skillet. So we'll be right back to wrap this baby up here today. But don't forget the winter squashes on the grill. They're absolutely delicious. Dry the seeds. Use all the parts of the vegetables and as much as possible, because that's what it's all about. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by Alcam Creamery.
Following World War II, Cameron Peckham and Al Pulvermacher formed Alcam Creamery in Richland Center, Wisconsin. It's been nearly 70 years and many things have changed, but their passion for quality, taste, and excellence has not.
We do one thing at Alcam. We make butter, and we do that very, very well.
Whether it's in quarters, solids, whipped, or hand-rolled. Butter is an Alcam tradition in which you can taste the difference.
Fire up the grill with Mad Dog and Merrill and pop open an ice-cold sun-dropped soda this summer.
Drop it. Drop it, Merrill. That's my sun drop.
I dropped it, and it tastes great.
Dang it, you dropped my sun drop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Want a bite of my burger?
No, I want a sun drop, the perfect summer soda to drop.
Drop by your local grocery or convenience store and pick up some Sundrop.
Domestic abuse can happen to anyone, yet the problem is often overlooked, excused, or denied. Abuse is never okay, and you are not alone. My name is Jennifer, and I'm a domestic abuse survivor. Your safety, as well as the ones close to you, is a top priority, and no one should ever live in fear of a person they love. If you or someone you know is being abused or in danger, call the Domestic Violence Hotline.
A public service from Cherry Delight and Mad Dog and Merrill.
Fire up that grill.
Hey folks, Mad Dog and Merrill here, the Sultans of Sear.
The gurus of the grill.
The hosts of Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
Spice up your next cookout with Mad Dog and Merrill's thick, rich barbecue sauces, seasonings, and marinades.
Don't forget Dow Works, sauerkraut, onion, ketchup, and a hint of mustard all in one bottle.
Dow Works for sausage, burgers, chicken, hot dogs, and more.
Dow Works.
As Cure Grocer for Mad Dog and Merrill products.
Available at a store near you. Happy grilling, folks. Well, many thanks to our host tribe today, the Menominee Nations. Don't forget to go to natow.org, natow.org, that's Native American Tribes of Wisconsin, for great calendar events throughout the year. Good heritage, good culture, good food today. See you later. Take care, folks.
This is great.
Fire up that grill.